Okay. Dan who? Dan double U. Let's go. Ow, wow, listen right now. Everybody knows the man that says pow. Start the show, gonna talk some toys. This is for the grown-up girls and boys making noise. Let's start the show. Talking Marvel Legends and the money that we blow. Honestly, look, there ain't no stopping me. Turtles and Joes too, let's do this properly. Need to buy more toys, don't tell my bank. Wasn't me, promise it was Hellfire Hank. Whole Who crew, look, they made me do it. If it lands at my door, then I best review it. Screw it, I don't usually boast, but I got Rich M, he's here to host. Raise a toast and raise some ducks. This isn't your average show, we're deluxe. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W, and welcome to episode 231 of the Dan Who weekly live stream, where we recap the week in Marvel Legends news. Now, granted, there's not a lot of news, but we will always find something to talk about, because today, this arrived early in the UK. The date's moved up on Hasbro Pulse, so plenty of collectors have got this in hand today. Arguably the most controversial, talked about Marvel Legend of the year so far. I'm going to open it live on this live stream. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. But I'm not going to do it on my own. I'm going to do it with a man who's very excited. Very excited about this. It is, of course, Rich. Displayed watch you back from your annual leave.
Oh, the perfect week to come back with it. Oh.
Did you enjoy your approved annual leave?
I did enjoy my improved annual leave on a tour of the Welsh coastline. It was lovely.
Good. And now you're back, just in time, Rich, for the opening, the exclusive. You're here. You're basically my audience member for this exclusive live unboxing.
Look at my face. Look how thrilled I am for this one.
No, I won't open it just yet, but we will get into it, of course. But no, I hope everyone is well. Again, this week has been a little bit slow in regards to Marvel Legend news, so we're going to take advantage of that slow week, and I'm going to do a live unboxing on the channel.
Hang on, Dan.
Yeah, go on.
The gay sphere of Marvel Legends has gone wild, because Jean Grey without her boots has been available, and they are fucking mental. If you think Maximus Spidey was anything, get over to Gay Legends, because they are not happy with Jean Grey without her boots.
Gay collectors like their boots. That is what I was learned. I know at least 3 people that are not happy about those boots. David,
and
Evan,
you now know they're
Smith.
all homosexuals. There we go.
I had no doubts about it anyway, to be honest. It was no secret. He wasn't hiding it very well, if that was the case. But yes, so we have got a few pickups to talk about, but otherwise we're just going to be chatting along with you guys tonight. So let's do the housekeeping real quick. No bonus show tonight, so I should really say that from the start. I've got to pick up Amanda from the airport this evening, so no extra show tonight, but you can still show your love with super chats, anything over £4 or $4. And Friday, I'll talk it in Robot Assistant. We'll read it out loud, which we massively appreciate. Thank you so much. And hit that join button. Again, become a part of the channel. And we have got Legends and Liquor this Sunday. So if you want to be on the show, you can do so this week. This Sunday, what is the date? The 23rd. We are going to be doing Legends and Liquor. Come and get involved. Members Club tier. Everybody on that show is showing love to the channel. I appreciate them. There's lots to talk about, as always, in the world of toy news. So come and get involved on Sunday. We appreciate you. So yes, no bonus show tonight. But I have got a question in the poll, Rich. Very simple question, nothing overly complicated. I just basically said at the end of the day, will you be buying Maximum Series Spider-Man? And so far, 71% say yes, 29% say no. And I've got a few things going on in the chat. We had a channel membership early on from Giuliano. So shout out Giuliano. I don't know if you're still here, but he popped up with the channel membership at the start of the stream. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, showing some love. Rich is also gifted a channel membership. Thank you very much, Rich. And that was caught by Big M. Now, we've learned that you don't necessarily have to be here live to catch the channel memberships, but if you are here, Big M, show some love to Rich. Oh, he is.
Big M is here. You go, woo, woo.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's better. Justin Collects with a super chat. Let's see what Friday said. Thank you very much.
Justin Collects donated $4.99.
Thank you.
Everyone make sure to join Dan's giveaway to win his Maximum Series Spider-Man. Enter #SpiderSperm.
Enter #SpiderSperm. I am going to be unboxing and getting hands on that Spider Sperm in today's live stream. Sounds weird saying it out loud, but it's going to happen.
We've all been there, Dan. We've all been there.
Do you know what? Rich actually did encourage this. A few things arrived. So let me say hello to some people in the chat, and then I'll do pickups, and maybe we will do a giveaway in today's stream, Rich. Considering it's a quiet week, why the hell not? Right, let's scroll up a little bit. Let me just shout out some things. So there's Giuliano right at the top, showing some love, channel member. I appreciate that. Again, I'm on YouTube as much as I am because you guys support the channel and allow me to be here. So thank you so much. Super Turk 5000 is also here. Me and Tanner did a Turtles and Tea yesterday. Can you believe it, Rich? It returned for season 2 after a 6-month hiatus. Me and Tanner are back. We need to sort out.
Turtles and Tea Reborn, is it?
Yeah, it's season 2.
Born again. Turtles and Tea Born again.
We just figured out it was season 2. Considering there was a big enough hiatus, this is like chapter 2, season 2 of Turtles and Tea. I need to sort out the mic issue, so I apologise to anyone watching on the replay. The sounds are a bit off. Are me and Rich sounding okay tonight? Again, I'm still trying to adjust my new mic levels, but yeah, let us know if the sound's any issues tonight. But yeah, shout out Tanner, Turtles and Tea.
Less mic, more like Donatello. That's what you need on Turtles and Tea. Hey, it's a joke. It's a turtle joke.
I like it, and I've got a turtle. I got a turtle emoji as well. I like it. So who else is there? Kev Collectibles, Jamie Gitchard, David Mitchell. Figure Cave Collectibles. When I told him, Rich, that we weren't doing the extra show tonight, he was very disappointed because he said he had done his hair for the occasion. So I'm sorry to let you down, Adam Batman Moran. Oh, no, yeah, I wanted to see it too. Kurt K. He says, Adam, Batman Moran is out of the cave. He is. A name I cannot read, but he says, good morning from the Philippines. Hello, the Philippines. I apologise, I cannot read your name, but it begins with a C, and there's a 20 in there. Cloud, Foxwell, how you doing? Michael Davis, Jay's Toy Collection UK, RP, Arvin, McMattison, M Mackerson, Jason Lopez, the retweeting king. Already got a super chat from Justin Collects. We appreciate that, Justin. Thank you so much. Your boy's got toys, all spanners on deck. He's been hyping up this spanner. For the last week. He really has been offering up the spanner. Put someone in a timeout. If you see Craig at some point in the chat tonight, put him in a timeout, all right? You've got the spanner, make it happen. Virtual Dave is here. His real name's Andrew. Very confusing, but we love him. Big M is there, as we've seen. He got the channel membership. Use some emojis now, Big M. Come on, get involved. Get involved. There's a Donatello emoji. Who have we got? Phoenix. Robert Thompson says, hello, everyone. This is the moment I found out if I made the right decision about Maximum Spider-Man. That is true. He did not pre-order it, and he wants to see a review or an unboxing before it happens. It seems like people are deleting their comments of some sort. What did Craig even say? He just says evening, everybody, and they've just deleted his comment. Poor Craig. Do you know what? I might imbue Craig with some power. Craig, you've been knighted, my friend. Knighted with the spanner. I know Craig. Craig's been in my house. I can trust him to have a spanner. All right, there you go, Craig. Who else we got? Chase, Tac, Chi Collect, Shane, Shooter. We appreciate everyone. Lady Mac is here as well. We appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. So, Rich, give me the ideas. We got some arrivals this week. So this wave is slowly trickling out here in the UK. So I got Nightcrawler, but I forgot I ordered somewhere else, so I've ended up with 2. So I'm tempted to do a Nightcrawler giveaway, and just to make it easy, I might just keep it UK vibes. Sorry, US friends, on this occasion, but just easier for a random spontaneous giveaway. It's just easier, do you know? So I apologise. What should we do, Rich? Should we do a little duck race at the end or something like that?
Yeah, do duck race. Race at the end.
I'll do a duck race at the end. So stick around live tonight. We're going to be giving away. I could ship it first class tomorrow, and it can be at your house by the weekend. So if you're after a Nightcrawler, let me know. Let me know, and we'll do a giveaway at the end of the show. So stick around. Also, MCU Electro has arrived. The 4th villain of the 5 big bads from No Way Home. We now just need Lizard, who is an Amazon exclusive, not due for a little while yet, but
Didn't Lizard go up for pre-order first?
It did in December, yes. Yes, this was revealed after the fact. So, yeah, distribution's a strange old thing, people. This was originally due like July, and then it's moved up, and it just came out of nowhere. So, MCU Collector found it in Target yesterday. So it's out there, it's available. But, yeah, it looks good for the record. It's just a shame it doesn't come with a Jamie Foxx likeness head as well. but I'd probably display it with that face anyway, so what am I too mad about? So so those arrived. But more importantly, the Maximum Series Spider-Man arrived. Ray Ortiz with a super chat. Thank you very much. Let's see what he says.
Ray Ortiz donated $9.99. Welcome back, Rich. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on the new Spidey.
I don't know if that's sarcasm, because he knows you're not a fan, or he genuinely does.
I haven't bought it, Ray. Like, there's no gap in my collection. I spent my £50 on alcohol instead. So
probably what a cleverer decision, a more sensible adult decision. But yeah, so we will open this. But first, because Rich wasn't here last week, I do want to just quickly go through the Marvel Legends stuff that's going on in the world. So let me go to the channel, because thanks to Rich, we managed to get Professor X in the UK as at the same time the Canadians were getting it. And it's decent. Do you know, we knew this was coming. We blame our friend Brandon because he's probably willed this into existence now at Hasbro.
Oh, how we joked, how we laughed about this pick when we did those picks 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And look at it now. The one that became a reality was the one that came third.
He has got the last laugh. But it's decent.
This is why you haven't got Ferrell or Rachel Summers Legend Collectors. It's because of Brandon.
Yeah. But for a Savage Land Professor X, it is a very nice figure. Go and check out my full review on the channel. I do plenty of comparisons. Let me just watch the adverts. I need my 0.1p. There we go. They've put him in his chair. He looks good in his chair. I did a full comparison with the rest of them as well. Where's the whole crew? There you go. There's all our Professor X's. So go and check out my Professor X Savage Land review on the channel right now. Very nice figure. And I have a feeling, Rich, it won't be the last Savage Land figure that we get this year. I am hoping we get Shana the She-Devil. She's on my list, Rich.
It'd be like Zaladin or Brainchild now. Everyone would be like, oh, it'd be Shana or Rogue, and it won't be.
Well, if there could, there's a few villainous characters.
Savage Land Wolverine in a loincloth. That's what it would be.
Well, I've been doing Marvelous March, as you know, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But Dwight Stall did give us some breadcrumbs to follow. We'll mention that in a moment. But here's the Jean Grey that the gays are not happy about because it's missing
no
boots. Yeah, it's missing the yellow boots. Can I just speak for the straights and say we're also not happy, and we are united in this non-boot hatred. So yes, the diverse hatred is through the community that we're not happy that she doesn't have her yellow boots, which are accurate to the even on the packaging, she's got yellow bloody boots. But
I was reading the thread. Someone was like, "Oh, let's just wait. I'm sure they'll do a redo with boots." It's like they made Omega Sentinel a white woman, and she is an Indian woman with black hair. They're not gonna paint on fucking boots again. That's it. Game over.
Yeah. Craig's got too much power. He's deleting comments. Craig, you failed the test. All right, Craig being removed. He's been removed. The spanner is now gone. That's what he gets when you abuse the power. Craig had the spanner for about a minute, and it's been removed from him already because he kept doing something to Adam Batman Moran. So that's what happens. You don't get rid of the Batman. All right. This sold out, by the way, on Star Action figures. Why is that, Rich?
They said all the retailers in the UK said they only had limited stock. So they were all printing one each. It was them in demand. Okay. Everyone was one each. So I think if you want one, like, pre-order one. Because sometimes with these exclusives, like last year, there was some we didn't get at all. I think there's, like, the quantities tend to go to Target or whatever first, or Walmart or wherever this is. An American store that I don't have. I don't really know what it is. I don't keep up with it. But yeah, but it is available. Is it still available on Pulse UK, I think?
Well, it's out of stock on Star Action. Let me just go to In Demand Toys, show them some love as well. Let's see if it's in stock here. They've got all the new G.I. Joes up, and it is also in stock, and in demand. So, like Rich said, they're short packed, so if you do want to get one, just put a pre-order in just to give yourself that option down the line. Arvin with the super chat says they're going to add the boots on the red costume. That is very true. We do need the red outfit as well to match with the actual new Cyclops we got in the Genesis wave, because it's the red and blue Cyclops that go together, and then it's the white and green that go together, right?
Just so everyone calms down, right? When this figure does ship, I will do tutorial matching the yellow paint, whatever sits up, I will work it out. I'll do a tutorial, show you how to use masking tape and everything, okay? So there's no need for alarm. Kyle, can't just calm down, everyone.
Relax.
Buy tickets for $5 or something, right?
Also last week, Rich, we just spoke about, in general, Marvel Legends. Like, this was every single figure that's been revealed so far. 40 really individual reveals, plus the 2 deluxes from last year. Again, we're only in March, so again, this is only the first quarter. But how do you feel the year has gone? So I'm sure the community want to hear you're a co-host of the channel, so they want to hear.
I'm sure. Well known Marvel Legends community member, Richard. There's been some good things. I think the innovation has been shit. I'm not a fan of the innovation that they've done. Like, the mini comics, I think, was shit. Maximum Spidey, I think, was a bit shit. Made to order, it just has that been another name, bit shit. So yeah, innovation wise, I'm not really onto it. But the bath wave with the X-Men, that was good. Very happy with that. I like the Spidey retro wave. I like the selection of the comic book, a mini comic wave. I just wish it was a bath wave. I think it would have been better as a bath wave. Like, Gamerverse, no love at all for. MCU figures, no love at all for. Miss Marvel, could have called her the right name, like not Dark Warbird or whatever they called her.
That's exactly what they called
Jean Grey misses her boots, because, even though I'm not miserable, I am a homosexual, so I've got to point that out. There we go.
I think a general consensus is in a very similar vein. Like, people might change their opinion on the mini comics when they get them in hand, but it is what it is.
Do you really think that now? You've had them in hand, Dan. Do you think there's that much of a selling point?
My name's not Alexi, so I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for myself and say that I personally didn't care, but I'm not mad at Hasbro trying something new. Do you know, like, some people are like passionately get mad when things ain't done the way they want. Like, I'm not mad about it. It's just my preference would have been a Build-A-Figure wave, because I want every figure in that wave anyway. So instead of an extra character for my shelf, I'm going to end up with a pile of comics that are not going to be displayed. So so that's just my preference, but I'm not mad about it. I don't mind them trying something different, but it's just not what I would have preferred. But yeah, only one Build-A-Figure wave so far. But again, it is only March, so we will see another one. I have no doubts about it. Considering we have the Maximum Series Spider-Man in hand right now, that makes me think we will get more than one Maximum Series this year, unless they have seen the sort of community, I don't want to say outrage, but the community debates, and they've changed things, because if things are due in the fourth quarter, they may still have time to adjust. So, but there's
I'm sure but the thing is, it's sold out in a lot of places. I know we can't say sold out everywhere, because there's some shops somewhere that's still got one in stock. But it did sell out in most online places. But yeah, it could be a way that they could just put one of these figures in the normal line, I'm sure. But then would they, if they've spent so much money on everything? This is so much money, Dan. Look at all the value there. Look at it.
Well, me and Jay worked it out. It is about $1,000 worth of Marvel Legends there in that picture.
No, I meant in the Maximum Spidey, like the value inside that pack.
I get. When this arrived, I was messaging Rich, and this also arrived at the same time. And like I said this in my little video I posted earlier, I said it doesn't really feel too much of a difference. Like, this is double the price. This is double the price of this. But it doesn't feel
like going over the top of it. Is it like bigger? Or like the packaging is the same, isn't it? Yeah, it's literally the same.
That's the bit. It sticks out a tiny bit more.
There we go.
Yeah, tiny bit. Look at that. There you go. From the top, you can probably see it better. So tiny.
I just thought it would have been like more like high value. Like, the packaging looked better.
So
in the
for double the price,
like most things, the promo shots, they look bigger, Dan. It looks smaller in hand.
For double the price, you get that much extra Marvel Legend. Look at that. For double the, so like, again, nobody. I don't think anybody out there is saying great value. It's frustrating. I think they know they're aiming it at the adult collector. So someone at Hasbro has told them to up the price because they know it will sell, and we're just proving them right, which is very frustrating.
But then I think Spider-Man is probably the most popular Marvel
most
character.
Universal, agreed. Yes.
Let's see when they get to like Shang-Chi or Red Widow. Like, how are they gonna? They are not gonna sell as.
Can't wait for Maximum Series Red Widow. I'm buying you that for Christmas if it does come out.
I'll be the first one I buy that, mate.
But again, I keep hammering this home. I like the concept. I don't care about the name Maximum Series, but the concept of packing a character with all of their accessories is great. I just think they've missed the mark. They didn't get a little mask. About price, they've missed the mark. But also the accessories aren't exactly perfect either. Like, they didn't even give it. I know it's that little mask, right? Do you know the little mask we got with the VHS? Tiny detail, but like, where's that? That tiny little piece of plastic that could have been in here. I'm not really a fan of the web. I don't mind the web shield and like the sprayed out web effect. But the sperm, I don't really care about the sperm. Do you know, like, we get all the right hands. What annoys me is there's no articulation on the gloveless hands. Do you know the hands that have the repulsor? I understand they couldn't do that due to the sculpt and the design, but surely they could have went that little bit further and sculpted it in a way where you could have.
It's an all-new sculpt, Dan. Surely they could have done it. Everything's new with it.
That's what I'm saying. They clearly could have made those hands articulate, but it's just feel like a shortcut. I don't know. And the unmasked head isn't great either. Like, the unmasked head isn't great. I would have liked a half mask as well. Do you know, like,
no, the Spider-Man head, isn't it just too similar to the, like, it's so little difference between them.
It's like, the two heads are very similar. Agreed. Like, and again, that is a frustrating difference. Like, if you're gonna get a different head, I'll open it in a second and we can get a closer look. But yeah, there it is. So I just wanted to hear Rich's thoughts on Legends this year so far. How many have you brought? Or how many are you getting? Because the majority of these ain't even out yet. These are just pre-orders, but they're starting to trickle out. Everything
that's on there in a minute. I've got all of the Spider-Man retros. I've got Dark Miss Marvel, and I've got Professor X. But then I've got the X-Men wave. I've got Wolverine, and I got Housekeeping and Fabian Cortez early. And I think my Nightcrawler is on the way. But I've got the other ones all ordered. So the X-Men wave, I've got everything ordered. The comic book wave, even though I'm mourning about them, I've got all 6 of those ordered.
You're getting the X-Force stuff as well, right?
X-Force. Oh yeah, I've got that. Yeah, X-23 and Warpath and Archangel. Yeah, I've got all them ordered as well. I've got Sentinel and Dragon Man ordered. And I think that's it. I'm Daredevil, and I've got the Daredevil ordered.
Yeah, again, like, people look at when I posted this picture, I knew people would repost it because, again,
should have Walmarted it down.
I did. If you look closely, Rich. The Dan Who logo's in the background, so it's subtle. I didn't want to be one of those dickheads that just put it in the middle. Like, I don't mind it being shared, but I did subtly put my logo there, just so people know I put in the effort. That was my 10 minutes on Photoshop, people, all right? But I like seeing graphics like this because, again, people can sort of go, oh, well, I want this, I need this, I still need that. And people were reposting it, do you know, with little ticks or crosses compared to which they're going to get and what they're not going to get. And, like, people were, like, saying, oh, it's a crap year because I'm only getting this. But I'm like, then someone else would be getting a lot of it. And it's like, it just shows you how vast the Legends world hits, because there are people that are loving the Gameverse stuff. There are people that don't care for the Spider-Man retro stuff. Do you know, like, there is something for everybody, and you have to praise Legends for that. Like, it's impossible to please everybody. So I wouldn't even try. Do you know what I mean? Instead, find those corners and make sure everybody gets a slice of the pie, rather than trying to make a cobbled mess that everybody likes and then no one ends up liking it. Instead, know those corners and hit them well, like comics, animated, movie. And I think Hasbro and Legends do a good job at making sure there's something for everybody. We haven't seen a lot of MCU yet this year, but the Captain America figures came out early, and there's still 2 movies to go, which Hasbro have already came out and said we're going to get figures for. So we know more MCU stuff is coming. But Damien in the chat, thank you very much, Damien, dropped in a little channel member super chat and says, Dan and Rich, your first pick for a Maximum Villain. Do you have a pick for a Maximum Villain if they were going to do one?
I would. So what I guess is 2 different things. I would guess it would be Doom or Magneto.
Yep.
But I would want Loki, because I think the Loki figures they've done have been a bit shit. And they could definitely, with the Maximum series, they could do like a good Loki with a lot of accessories. But again, going by that, I'd probably be phoned in, so who knows. Loki sperm for everyone.
Loki would be a good pick. So's Doom. We've got a lot of Doom Zone. Magneto will be another good pick. I do think the X-Men 97 one we've got is a bit short. Oddball pick here for you. Well, maybe not an oddball pick, but I'm going to say Mystique. An ultimate Mystique.
Would be a good one.
Because it's just a regular, like Spider-Man, just a regular scaled Marvel Legend. So you could do Mystique in an updated female body, but because it's Mystique and the whole point is to give us loads of accessories. Mystique, you can add in character heads and stuff, and that's a way to upgrade maybe old figures, head sculpts that we already have in our collection, or maybe give us character heads that maybe aren't worthy of getting a full figure, so people can kit bash. I just think Mystique is an opportunity.
Going off that figure, you'd have Mystique with a civilian head where she's squinting, and then Mystique with a different coloured skull logo. That would be the Mystique head you get.
I know. But getting rid of all the webs, you could put more heads in there. So again, Mystique's just an interesting one for a villain. Rick Jones says Maximum Punisher, but he's not a villain, is he? He's not a villain. He's technically a good guy. He's an anti-hero, I suppose, because can't really call him a hero if he's like an open murderer. Green Goblin's another good pick. But me and Rich, by the way, if you are curious of discussing characters for Maximum Series and what accessories these characters could come with, me and Rich, I don't know if you've noticed, we do live stream every single week on this channel. And a few weeks ago, if I scroll back, we did a whole episode. There we go. What's that? Episode 223. Me and Rich did top 10 characters for the Maximum Series. So if you want some long-form content to listen in the background and you missed that show, then me and Rich discuss top 10 characters for Maximum Series and all of the accessories and pieces and parts each figure could come with. So, yeah, go and check that out. But, yeah, we did discuss that in detail over then. Right, shall I open this, Rich, then, and do a world exclusive showing off the Spider Sperm?
Release the Spider Sperm.
Release the Spider. That should be the video title. Release the Spider Sperm. Right. Hope everyone's wearing protection. It's coming out. All right. Let's open this. This is genuinely the first time I've opened this. Here we go. Right. So what we got? So we've got a clamshell. So there's the
Is there a Golden Wonka ticket inside?
No,
did you win it?
We did not win a ticket to the Hasbro factory, unfortunately. No golden ticket. All right. So there's that. So here he is. So. All in one tray. There is a separate tray for those pieces. And remember the stand, Rich. Remember the stand now. Remember all the value that gets added with that stand. Tiny little stand. They could have given us a stand for Spider-Man as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't Mafex figures all come with stands? Like, even characters that don't fucking jump come with a stand. Do you know? So...
They used to, but I don't think they do now, do they, the Mafex figures?
I think most of them still do. I could be wrong. I think most do. I think my Riddler and Scarecrow both came with a stand. And they're the last ones I got.
Does Harley Quinn come with a stand?
I think most do. But anyway, no stand. No stand. A stand for your Spider Sperm, but no stand. Okay, so there he is. There it is. There is our...
Your boy's got toys that they sure do, and he is the expert on all of Mafex.
Oh, there you go. See? He is the expert. There you go. So there he is in the packaging. Let's take him out of the box, shall we? Okay, so first of all, the plastic feels so different. Oh, new shiny plastic. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No different. The plastic's the same plastic. That was a joke. We're
going to weigh your scale out to weigh it now. See what the difference is.
Well, as an expert of different plastics, I can definitely confirm to you that this is a...
Go full screen. No one needs to see my lovely X-Men 97 shirt.
Okay, I can confirm to the people that this is plastic, okay? There he is. So there he was in his tray. He's come out of his tray. That's all the accessories. There's your second tray with the little stand. No stand for the figure itself. And there he is. So there he is. So I don't know if he looks a little bit scrawny straight out of the packaging. Does he look a little bit leaner to you, Rich?
I mean... He looks like a Marvel Legends Spider-Man figure so far to me.
You wouldn't be wrong, Rich. You wouldn't be wrong. That is why you are an expert. Okay, his hips seem to be dropped down. So
Christian says in the back to check out the Spidey logo. Does it interfere with the butterfly joints? Does it spread?
Okay. Oh, okay. On the back. Are you saying on the back? Okay, so the back.
Yeah.
The two top legs are on like the. I'm trying to show you. See it? So it's just the top leg of the spider.
But they have painted them into it, so it does extend. If you
can you see that? So only the top leg of that spider logo is attached to the butterfly joint, and they have painted it so when you move, it just makes him look like he's got a bigger spider leg. So that answers that question. Again, any more questions, people, throw them at me. I will be doing
all the web lines painted.
All the web lines are painted. They are not sculpted. I know that has been a point of criticism from some people that they would have preferred sculpted web lines. I personally wouldn't have wanted sculpted web lines. I don't mind them being painted at all. I don't like. Again, the reference for Spider-Man, this Spider-Man, is from the comics. This is meant to represent a 90s comic Spider-Man.
V. Kronos is asking, how smooth do the joints feel out of the box? Rub it across your forehead and see if it draws blood down. Do that.
No, didn't cut me. Yeah, it feels. They feel like they've got a bit of. They're not loose by any means. Like that's got. I'm like that's not like. Look, if I shake it, the legs ain't moving. It's not loose by any means. That's holding its leg like there, no problem. Double jointed, pinless knees, which we love to see as well. Can he kick his own butt? Let's do the robo. Yeah, he can kick his own lower back there, no problem at all. There you go, look at that. No problem there, pinless. He's got the boot swivel as well.
Asks, can he put his hands together over his head?
Can he put his hands together over his head, all right? So, there's that. And they can touch, but I guess I'd have to articulate a little bit more to make it happen, but yes, you can.
There you go.
Do you want to chain them up? That looks a bit provocative, but if you want to chain up your Spider-Man, you can. Yeah, honestly, the joints don't feel loose by any means out of the box. It doesn't feel gummy or loose. Again, the plastic does not feel premium. I'm not a plastic guy. I have no idea. Like, I've got the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man here, and they both feel like Marvel Legends, I can confirm. They are both made of plastic, confirmed. 220 people, let's just confirm. Maximum Spider-Man is plastic, all right? Just putting that out there. Headline. Yeah, so...
Oh, put him next to the other Spider-Man.
Yeah, no, I will. I'm just giving him a little fiddle. He's got the crunch at the waist rather than the swivel. So that will go that far. And then the ball joint at the diaphragm. So you can do one of them. What do you call this pose, Rich?
I mean, a well-known Spider-Man pose, that is, looking through his leg.
This is like, is there anyone behind me? Let me have a look. There you go.
That was when he was part of the Pussycat Dolls. He did that pose, wasn't it?
There's drop-down hips. Look at the gap there for the drop-down hips. So that's what's going to allow you to get the legs all the way. Look at that. Big boot. You could definitely do the Undertaker big boot to the top of the head, no problem at all. So the legs go up really far. Let's do, yeah, literally.
What does he smell of, Dan?
I don't want to be one of those.
Does he smell good? Smell him, Dan.
Who's asking me to smell him? No,
these are the questions. This is for the community, Dan. Lead in the community.
I'm not smelling. I'm not one of those guys that smells
Spider-Man. Go on, just sniff him. Give him a sniff.
Not in that pose, I'm not. Fucking hell. Give him a sniff. If you want to smell it, just lean into the screen. This is a new stream update where there is smell-o-vision. Just lean in and give it a whiff, right? Honestly, it doesn't feel gummy. It doesn't feel loose. Everything's moving pretty well. Like, at the end of the day, I do think this will go down as the best Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Is it the most expensive? And it should be the best? Yes, of course. But price aside, if people can just for a moment take the price out of the equation, is it the best Spider-Man? Probably is going to be at the end of the day. The neck articulation, I forgot about that. So there's a joint at the top of the neck and at the top, and it's a dumbbell joint as well.
Oh, Paul McCarthy's asking, can he look up? So
yeah, there you go. So there's...
And Buck McCain also asking, can he look up?
Yeah, so that's him looking up. So that's decent, isn't it? That's decent for a look up. And there's no gap. Do you know, like, Renew Your Vows, there's like a hole in the back. There's no hole at the back of the neck or anything like that. So, yeah, decent range looking up there, no problem at all. Virtually looking straight up. He's watching the planes fly by. Look at that, no problem. Can also bury the chin. There you go. Swivel at the top of the diaphragm. Swivel. I reckon, honestly, I'm not an articulation snob. Like, you need to go to D Amazing. D Amazing will do a plastic party and pose it all up. I just like getting my action figures in a pose that represents that character and putting it on the display. I'm world building. That's what I'm doing.
What is sculpted on that figure? What bits are sculpted? Is it just the eyes or?
So on the actual body, the only thing that is sculpted is like the texture, like the sort of folds in the outfit, if that makes sense. Like if you look at his, I know it's weird, but if you look at his bum crack, see the folds?
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? And it's the same at the top of the thigh as well. You can see like sculpted lines for his outfit for his
material.
Yeah, the material, like the spandex. Same at the top of the knee and just at the top of the boots as well. There's like sculpted folds within the material to show you that he's wearing something. But other than that, the lines, none of the lines are sculpted at all. Which again, I don't think is a bad thing. I didn't need my Spider-Man with like carved lines through him. That's just my preference. It was unnecessary. But if some people like that aesthetic, then that's your preference. But I don't think that was necessary. I'm fine. Again, as I was mentioning earlier, this is meant to represent a 90s comic book Spider-Man, which most people assume is the McFarlane one. That's where they took reference. And in the comics, it's not like they make a point of him having like big gashes in him because he's got sculpted lines. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think that was a necessary design choice for this version. Right, let's stand in next to the other Spider-Man. That's what people want to know, isn't it? All right, so here we have the Renew Your Vows. Currently, my favourite Marvel Legends Spider-Man, okay? Completely pinless, came in a 2-pack with Mary Jane. So here he is compared to Renew Your Vows. So the blues are slightly different. So the blue on the Maximum series is darker, so slightly darker, but proportionally this one does look more lean, doesn't he? Can you see that, Rich? Like Renew Your Vows, look, if I shake Renew Your Vows, he shakes a little bit, like he's a little bit shaky. This guy's a bit more sturdy.
Yeah.
It's a bit more sturdy. That's a bit shaky, a bit more sturdy.
It's like you can see it in his torso. The torso is like a bit more. Like,
yeah, he's thicker.
Yeah.
So this is the Renew Your Vows are thicker, and that's more like the musculature, if that's a word, is more defined, isn't it? On the
like the legs and the arms, I can't really see any difference. I know it's got the butterfly joints, the butterfly joints, but otherwise, I can't really see much of a difference.
Yeah. So
it tends to be the torso seems to be the most like different between them, I think.
It's the same. It's the same articulation scheme on the chest, as in you've got the diaphragm with the crunch, but then the neck obviously has that added point of articulation, and the butterfly joints. They look deeper actually on this one. They look deeper on the new one. So how far can he cross his arms? Like, yeah, honestly, so here we have the 60th anniversary Spider-Man. So. He's taller than the 60th, at least from standing here. Yeah, look at that. He's taller than the 60th. Also, the 60th is darker. Remember, the 60th had the holes under the arms as well. The web lines are a lot, like, there's more web lines on this guy as well compared to both of these. Like, if I bring all three of these up, there's like more web lines. They're like tighter knit. The pattern is like tighter knit. There's clearly more. If you have a look on the arms, for example. There's more, and they're not as thick. See how they're like big, thick black lines on the Renew Your Vows? Yeah. They're a little bit cleaner on the Maximum series, a little bit more tight knit. I like that. I think that's more accurate actually to this cross stitching we've got on the previous ones. Also, the logo on the back.
Go on.
The logo on the back, like mentioned earlier, that the legs on Renew Your Vows. Do you know they do go? Let me put all these down. That's Renew Your Vows. 3 of the spider legs are on the butterfly joint, where again on this one, it's just the one. What's someone saying?
Jay's asking, is it the plastic or is the red painted on?
Red painted on.
Is it the base plastic or is that the bit plated?
I'm assuming.
Excuse me, as I sneeze.
So the different parts are all hidden within the articulation. So because the boots. Just think there's a swivel at the boot. So those boots are red plastic with the black line deco. All the legs are blue anyway. That's easy. Same with the forearms here. Remember, there's a swivel at the forearms, which we're not used to seeing. This is the new bit, isn't it? That forearm swivel. I'll swap out the hands in a second. So that's red plastic. So it seems like the other plastic is maybe red with the blue painted on top. Because the reds match pretty well. Do you know, like, if the red was painted on top of blue plastic, there'd be the colorization between the red plastic on the forearms to the plastic up there would be different.
Well,
but
what about the elbows and knees? Because that's been a lot of problems on my Marvel Legends lately, is the elbows and knees are completely, like, softer, different plastic.
No problem. As I said, it feels okay. It feels pretty good. All right, there's your double jointed elbow.
Yeah.
All right, happy days. All right, no problem there. Like yeah, some of the newer pinless figures do have a discoloration, don't they, around the knee?
Yeah.
Not at all.
Tiger's got a pretty bad one on both versions.
Yeah,
so.
not a problem there. I still like that. That is impressive. Let me try and do that with Renew Your Vows. So that's Renew Your Vows. That far, that high. So back to his chest, of just his toes hitting his chest.
Yeah.
And then this guy, his toe can basically kick his chin, just hitting his head. Do you know what I mean? So like, it looks subtle on camera, but I promise you in person, it's.
Yeah,
comes across
to me looking at it, I'm quite glad I missed it. And it doesn't look like that much an improvement on Renew Your Vows, but again, everyone's different, and so.
Like look because there's so much gap at the thigh. Like I think Dwight did make a point to say they did put more gap at the thigh. Like look at that. I'm virtually putting his leg vertical.
Yeah.
Like that's like look, it's the same level as his head. Do you know like? And that's in, so there's so much space there to work with, and the drop down hips goes out to 90, forward basically, look at that, all the way fucking round. It is decent range. That's definitely better range than the previous two, for sure. Again, we're well aware it should be for the price point, but again, it's the first time we're getting this in hand, so we're just checking it out. Let me try, the thing I was most interested in with this, Rich, is the web blast things. What are they called? What does he officially call them? No. Okay, do you just want to see that fucking spider foam? Fucking hell, here we go. Right. Unleash the sperm. As I said, I hope everyone's wearing protection. There it is, people. There it is. Reminds me of that episode of The Simpsons where Homer showing the kids how Marge got pregnant. He's just doing that impression. There you go. There's your spider sperm. I can confirm that looks like a piece of sperm. A giant piece of sperm, granted, but... There you go. Does it have a peg hole in it? It's got to have a peg hole in it. Oh, it does. It does. It does. Oh, yeah, let me put it on the stand. Let me stand it up. Come on now. Come on now.
That should be the centre of your collection.
the new centerpiece. Spider sperm, right? I'm putting it in. It's got it. So the spider sperm does have a little hole in. There you go, people. £50 well spent. Spider sperm on a stand. There you go. Sex education has just became a lot easier for parents out there. Get yourself.
Wouldn't you have preferred though a stand for Spider-Man?
This is my point. This is exactly what I said at the start. Exactly what I said at the start. Right, let me swap out these arms because, as I said, the most interesting element for me was. What are you laughing at?
Just it says sniff the spider.
Oh, I'm not sniffing. What is it with people wanting to sniff stuff? Right. I always say I want the best representation of any character on my shelf, right? So, are these a good representation of Spider-Man? The Renew Your Vows and the 60th? Yes, yeah. Absolutely. Of course they are. No one's saying they're not. So, if you are happy with these, like these will be more than adequate to be a solid Marvel Legends representation of Spider-Man. Absolutely. And I have these, so like, why did I need this? Well, I don't need it first and foremost. I don't need any of this. I want it. That's the problem. But I'd like to pose this in a way that these can't be posed. And that's with the forearms. So that's what I'm most intrigued about. Let's swap out these forearm pieces and see how he looks. Because people are saying he's got gorilla hands, and I sort of agree with them. So, okay, so there's the forearm. And there you go. So it pops out. There's his forearm, and there's the peg. Oh, I just dropped it. Lost that forever.
Oh, no, it's gone.
Yeah, there he is. There we go. So
is that peg, John, does that move at all? Or is it...
The peg? No, it's just... There's no articulation in that peg. It's just a stump sticking out. Let me
Is it normal plastic? Is it brittle? Does it feel like it's gonna, like...
Does it feel brittle? No, it feels thick. Do you know like Mayfex? I'm not saying... Like, do you know Mayfex have the thin pegs? Like,
yeah.
They're not... It's not... Yeah, it's not thin. It's not thin. It's a stump. It's a stump, isn't it? It's a stump. So there's the... So I haven't heated this up. This is all straight out the box. So usually I would... If I'm doing a review, I'd usually heat this up. I've put the wrong arm in the wrong hand. Then we do this. Oh no, I got it right. Should have trusted my instincts. Okay, so there we go. So that's plugged in there. And like the hands do look massive in comparison to those hands. Do you know what I mean? Like those gloves are clearly like restricting gloves that have like sucked his hand in, because yeah, those hands are massive in comparison to that one. But so I actually like that you can pose Spider-Man like that. I just wish that this had some type of articulation and stuff like that. So let me do this one as well. So there's both. And these are like plugging in. It wasn't easy to plug in, but it wasn't hard either. It's like it just felt right. So there's those two in. And the hands do look big, granted. They do look out of proportion on the Spider-Man. Like, do you know, can you see that from where you are? Like, do the hands look proportionately big?
I mean, they do look, but yeah, they do look big compared to like the figure.
No hinges, for the record, as I mentioned. There's no. That's the frustrating element of these forearms. I like what they're going for. I like the option of posing Spider-Man with his web blasters exposed. Like, I like that concept.
So all you can do is rotate it. That's
yeah. There's only rotation at the actual joint.
Right.
There, that's the only rotation. There's no articulation on the individual hand. So you can't pop out that hand and put in a different hand. He is stuck in that pose for that hand, and that hand is stuck in the grabby pose. But they do have the repulsor sort of button in the palm. So I like what they were going for there. But it's a shame that, again, like we said at the start, it's a shame that we didn't get interchangeable skin hands with different expressions and poses as well, and articulation, of course. So yeah, you can't swap that out. Let me put the head. I want to try the head. Let me try this effect piece first. Actually,
a lot of people in the chat are saying about like Tom McFarlane and like large hands was like one of his trademarks. So if it is out of perspective, it could be because for that reason, or it could just be because they're lazy. Who knows? Who knows?
All that. So there, as you can see on the heads, right? There's no peg, or there's no hole. So this web effect, this spider sense effect, we've never had this in Marvel Legends before. So again, it's only a small effect, but still it represents something from the source material, which we appreciate. Again, display option's not a bad thing. So this just slides on. So there's no hot peg or clip or pin or anything. It literally just grips onto the head. And that is a fancy hairstyle. It's like he's got like a sideways Mohican. It's like he's burnt his hand.
You can put on spiders. Can you do it the other way? Can you do it the other way around?
Give him a little Mohican? Nah.
Yeah.
Because I'd bend it. I'd break
Spider
it.
Spunk? Spider punk.
Yeah.
Even still in the brain.
Spider punk. There we go. No, you don't want to. Yeah, you wouldn't. You'd stretch it. So, yeah, that just friction attaches like. Let me put it back on there. It feels tight though. Like, it doesn't feel loose. Like, there's that. Let's do the earthquake test, all right? We don't really get many earthquakes in the UK, but let's give it a 0.7 on the Richter scale. Still there. So yeah, it will survive an earthquake. That wasn't scientifically accurate, but you get my point. But yeah, so there's that. It looks like a fancy haircut, to be fair. But I'm sure people that take photos and stuff will appreciate this display option. So yeah, it just look a bit weird though, doesn't it, looking at it like that? But again, I know what they're going for. They're going for the spider sense effect. Let's see. I want to see if that works on the Peter Parker head as well. So let's try this Peter Parker head. Justin said he's clipping that. Look, that was an expert test. It was the right, I'm popping the head off for the first time. So remember, the head is also attached to the neck peg. So I'm holding on to the neck as I pull the head off, so I don't take out the neck from the body.
Good technique, Dan.
Okay, there you go. And again, that wasn't easy to pull off. And there's the neck. I know. There's so many. I know. Yeah, I just need to hold this, don't I, to my face. So there's the rocker for the neck. See it? There's your rocker neck. There's that. And by the way, I'm going to be doing a full review of this on my channel on Saturday. Okay. So if you don't like how I'm doing it now, it's okay. We're just doing this live on YouTube for the sake of conversation, so I can answer some questions. I will be doing one of my regular reviews this weekend, so DM me if you've got very specific questions. But So the neck is. I actually thought that it was a dumbbell. It's not. There's a disc and hinge. You know, it's a small hinge,
right.
but so it's not a dumbbell. See, that's why you can get the head looking so far up. So it's a tiny little disc and hinge. So see that? So it's not a dumbbell, it's a disc and hinge. I actually prefer the disc and hinge. You genuinely can get more range. And because the neck now has the joint in as well, that sort of helps. So I actually like that it's a disc and hinge with the dumbbell at the neck instead. So yeah, that's why you can get great range on the head. So that's decent. Let me try this Peter Parker head. So I don't know how well I'm going to be able to show this off on camera, but I'll try. I'll try to do that YouTube-y technique. What do people do? People put that hand?
Yeah, your hand in front of it. That's it.
I can't do it. It doesn't look great anyway. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
You need bigger hands like Spider-Man.
That's true. Maybe this will work. Okay. So he's got green eyes. He's got like a few little curls of hair. It's not terrible. It's just not good. So take that how you want. It's not my favourite Peter Parker unmasked head. I will try others in my review for the record. I will even include the animated one on there as well. But I need to get better lighting. Let me move my camera down.
It's because your face is in. You need to put your hand over your face. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it. And it focuses on that face. There you go, see?
Okay.
Thank YouTube 101 from Displayed Ones.
I knew there was a reason you were here. Yeah, it's not. If it don't focus, I apologise. It's not great anyway. I'll take some.
It doesn't look Peter Parker-y, does it?
No, I don't know.
It looks like...
I don't know. Yeah, it's odd. I'd love to, I'd love to see the reference they used for this head. Like, if there was a comic book panel where this looks like Peter, then you'd go, okay, fair enough.
Get a Google image and type in Todd McFarlane Peter Parker face and see what comes up first. Probably that.
Someone do that and DM me. Can anyone find a face that looks like this? DM me and I'll throw it up on screen and we'll do a live comparison right now. If you can DM me a picture of an unmasked... Is there an unmasked Todd McFarlane drew Peter Parker head that you can send me a picture of and I will do a live comparison? Is there a reason his head looks like that? He's got like a little grin to him as well. So let me try the spider effect. So I'm trying the spider sense on Peter Parker. And because of his hair, he's got like textured hair. It's not sliding on as nice as I'd like. Oh, I'm actually scratching his hair. Okay, I'm not doing that. I've just scratched his hair. Whoops. So I'm actually chipping the paint. Okay, so don't do that. If you get that, don't try and put it on Peter Parker's head because I've just scratched my hair up.
£50 on the drain.
Down the drain. So you can do that. I reckon you could push it on more, but then you'd fear breaking it because his hair is obviously thicker than the mask. So yeah, that's all as much I'm going to do. Let me just try this effect on Renew Your Vows and 60th for anyone curious. So there's Renew Your Vows. Or again, Renew Your Vows head is slightly thicker, but it works a little bit of a gap. So that's Renew Your Vows. This is 60th. There's probably... And yeah, that works better actually. That fits the 60th pretty well. So if you're thinking about getting this just for the accessories, now you can have your 60th Spider-Man with his spider sense. And don't forget the spider sperm.
Hannah has sent you a picture, he says.
Okay, let's have a look. Let me go back to us, Rich, for a second. Let's have a see what Tanner has sent me. Oh, a few people have sent me stuff actually. Okay, Tanner's sent one, but it's more side on. Mark sent me one as well. Let's have a look. Thank you, Mark and Tanner. So let's go back to, if I go to me and this, and then do that. So there's Peter Parker. So you can see that, you can actually see the two quiffs. See the two quiffs? Oh, again, I'm sorry if the focus is terrible when I'm live, but you can see the two quiffs of hair. So you can understand why... Stop looking at me, Peter. You can understand the two quiffs have come from. Does that make sense? Do you know what I'm trying to say? The two little quiffs at the top of his face, top of his head. They're on that image.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that image, though.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The one that Tanner sent me was that side on. So his hair
Yeah,
does flick.
that's a nice head sculpt. If that was the head sculpt, I'd like that.
His hair does flick out at the back. Do you look? He's got like the tiniest mullet
ever. The hair does, but the face doesn't look like that at all.
Yeah, he's got like the tiniest little mullet sticking out of the back. Like it just stick out a little bit. So he's got a tuft of hair at the back, the tufts of hair at the front. So
it's a bit too goofy for, I don't know, for Spider-Man. I don't like that head sculpt.
Yeah, something's not quite right. Something I can't put my finger on it. It's nothing not quite right. Let me try the other head, which is again for me, like Rich said at the start, and I agree with him, too similar. Paint rub for the spider sense is worrisome. It works on the 60th, no problem, but it paint rub on the Peter Parker head for sure. For the record, though, I don't think this was meant to be used on the Peter Parker head. But again, you want it. You'd like your accessories to be universal. So
yeah,
I was just trying that for the sake of it. You can plug it on like further forward, like so. I guess you could make it work. I was trying to put it on like right at the back, but if you put it further forward where the hair sculpt's not as thick, you can probably get it to work for what people need it for. So there's that. But yeah, not great. It's not great, obviously. Let me try these other heads. I forgot which head was the actual original one. They're so bloody similar. Honestly, they're so similar. So there's the second head. Does that look much different to the first head?
No. Yeah, I suppose a little bit.
Honestly, they're so similar. So these ones are a bit more squinty. There's like thicker black eyelids, if that like makes sense.
Yeah.
The blackness around his eyes are thicker compared to that one. A bit more open wide. So very subtle though, very subtle. Like I want a beaten up Peter Parker head. Do you know, or a half mask? We haven't got a half mask since 2015. So it has been a decade since we got the half mask head we got with the Pizza Spider-Man.
A half mask, and then you could put the spider sense on top. That would have been good.
I would have took a half mask Peter. Do you know where he's got his mouth exposed, like in the Pizza Spider-Man? I would have took that over that. They are too similar for me.
Like that, but as well, like the half mask, half Peter, like that face,
yeah.
Like with the comic book, like
that.
Oh, okay, yeah,
the one that came with like the retro Peter Parker. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I will try some head swaps in my actual video. Right, let me put that head back on. What should I try? So he's got these new, annoyingly, right? So you've got the web blaster effects. You got these. So here's a new web effect. This is the tease that Dan Yoon showed off in December, right? That was the tease. It was for Maximum Series Spider-Man. Oh, you've been caught. You've been caught by a spider.
If those Capcom figures are coming, they're definitely going to reuse that with the Capcom figure.
It's got like a
web move, isn't it?
It's got a thin tip. So I thought you'd be able to plug that in the wrist or something like that. But again, that hand's got nothing to plug in, annoyingly. So that's why you have to use this on the stand again, I think. Is there anywhere on the stand? No, there's no hole. There's no peg for it. Do you know like Spider Sperm actually has a hole for the stand? There's no hole on this for the stand. So you can't use this for the stand. I don't know. Maybe you can wear it as a hat. A nice fashion accessory. You can grab villains with it, splat villains with it. I don't know.
Do you like hold it? Can you hold it in one of the grabbing hands?
So that's what I was referring to. There's these other hands. These hands here actually have some web effects coming out. So I'm curious, do these web effects come out and I can plug other things in? So that's what I'm going to try now. Okay. So, yeah, so there's repulsor hands that have a tiny little web attached. Okay, like that. So now I need to swap the forearms back so I can now plug in the hands, because remember, I can't remove those hands without removing the actual whole forearm. So there's that. Then I have to plug that back on. And it is, do you know the seam, because it is within the design, it doesn't feel like, do you know, the gappy or anything. It does look quite seamless, to be fair. So it just looks like a point of articulation. So that's not a bad thing. So I've took off the hand. You can take off the hands of that one. And I'll plug in this spider effect. So So I don't mind that. That's not bad for a little effect piece. We haven't really got that before, have we? Not worth 50 quid, like, but you know what I mean. It's something different.
Does it come out with that?
That's what we'll find out. So can that come out so you can plug in something like this? Let's have a look. So there's that. Let's have a look. No, I don't think it does. It feels like it's glued. I feel like if I rip that, I feel like if I pull that, it's going to rip. And because I spent 50 quid on this, I don't want it to rip. So yeah, so that's not coming out. I don't trust that to come out. I was hoping that would come out and then you could put other effects within that hole because it seems thin enough to plug in somewhere, but no, you can't. So there's that. Let me put the other 4 on back on. Anything else someone wants to see? Because again, I'm going to do a proper review. I'm well aware this is sloppy. I apologise, but again, this is the first time someone's got it in hand to actually answer some of these questions. Because at New York Toy Fair, I think people were a little bit more conscious of playing with it on this display. Do you know what? It's got the shield. Do you know what I want to use this shield for? I want to use it for so do you know, like one of my favourite retro toys was this, and it come with a little shield. But the Marvel Legends one never did. Now, granted, it's not a web shield, but it will still do the trick. Let me lean back and get him. Ugh. The spider armor is one of my favourite spider variants, so I wanted to use the spider shield with him as a tribute to this toy when I was a kid. Again, that's just it's not the way it's intended, but it's got a peg, it's got a clip system, Rich. Oh, we hate the clip system, look.
Paint it silver, Dan.
Oh, it's got the clip system. So yeah, be careful. They've not figured out anything different. Old school clip, peg, clip. So you're going to have to clip it on his wrist, like so. There you go. Now we can go. Look, now we can battle a dragon in the Mythic Legions. He's got a shield and a web blast. He's ready to go. Fight off a dragon.
Raj Sharma is asking, can you put the tingling effect on some live action and Gamerverse Spideys?
I will, if you tell me which ones, I will try in my review, but I've got loads in here. I just don't want to make a mess of my display. I haven't got any Gamerverse Spideys, man, on my display. All the Gamerverse stuff is in a box. I don't display my Gamerverse stuff. I reluctantly buy it to complete builder figures, but I don't have Gamerverse stuff.
What about the Spider-Man at the front of your MCU collection? Can you grab that one?
I guess I can get the final swing Spider-Man. I just wanted to see if this worked on him, but the peg's a bit thin, and I'm scared of snapping it, you know, because he's got armor on. It's a bit thicker, so I'm like trying to get really close to the wrist. There you go. I will probably use that with him, you know. Honestly, as a tribute to that. Like, I know it's not intentional. Like you said, paint it silver. There you go. So I found a use for the shield, people. That's what I'm going to do. I don't mind that. That looks pretty good. I like that. Let me try the live action. Let me get a live action Spider-Man. One sec. Now, see, this is what I knew would happen. Things are going to fall on me.
Do tip everything down.
Stay up there. Oh, I forgot the mic moves with me. The mic's not, it's connected to me. I can talk and you can hear me. I'm not standing over there in silence for no reason. Can't hear you, though. Were you saying nice things? Right, there's the final swing Spider-Man.
I didn't say anything at all. I just kept it silent.
Oh, well, great radio. Great radio. Great radio. Right. Joggers, what a surprise. I'm at home. it's 9:30 in the evening. I'm going to be wearing a suit and tie for this.
Thrilled, Prophet. Absolutely thrilled to be here tonight. Glad I came back from holidays.
There you go. It works with the final swing. There you go. Look, final swing will web you up. Whoosh, whoosh. There you go. So, yeah. So the effects will work, obviously, with other figures. It just depends how big their bloody head is. So that was worth taking that off my display. I'll knock shit down. Let's have a look how long these are. Okay, there's your extra ones. So, by a show of hands in the chat, who will actually use these? Like, I would rather custom bendy wire ones. Like, does anyone actually use these ones that Hasbro supply? Are
they bendy? They're not bendy, are they?
No, they're just soft plastic. Look, they're just.
Oh.
They're not bendy wire. Like, you can't. They won't hold a pose.
So they're just gonna like go.
Just,
like that.
Yeah, just soft, floppy. He's got gripping hands as well, so you're gonna have to use these gripping hands, and they just flop. This is what I'm saying. Like, they've packed him out with effect pieces that we don't actually want. Like, if you're gonna make us pay extra, give us bendy wire. Look, he just looks like he's got a whip. Spidey whip, web whips. So these ain't web. These are web whips. Yeah, like this should have that should have been bendy wire. Whoa! Whoa! Jay's Toy Collection UK says, found a pic that's closer to the Peter Head style they used in your DMs. Glad they did the McFarlane style Spidey, but it's the design I wanted. Spider Sense is cool, but I won't use the rest. Pixels on Plastic says, now you have him in hand. In your opinion, is he worth the 50 quid? I will come back to that one after I look at Jay's picture. Thank you both very much for channel membership tokens. Oh, Rush has sent me one as well. Is that Todd? I don't know if that's Todd's art. That was sent by Rush. This one was sent by Jay. This is probably closer. Oh, you just couldn't see it. My bad. That was the one that Rush sent me. That one there. And then this is the one that Jay sent me.
That's more modern, that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's the one that Jay sent me. So this head does have the little quiffs. It does have like the two little quiffs of hair. You can see right there, like two little quiffs. What do you call it? I don't know. I've got one of them, like a cow's lip. Yeah, cow's lip.
Little curls.
Cow's
like
lip.
McFarlane's Spider-Man has more like thicker eyebrows and like, his face is like more defined. Like that doesn't look like McFarlane's Spider-Man. Sorry, people.
I just want to try both these web things. So yeah, the web effects, you get two of them. So you do get two of them. Let me go back to the full screen. You get two gripping hands as well. So they don't plug in anywhere. You literally just have to grip them into the hands. But the hand seems to hold them tight. And then you can like just pretend he's swinging through the sky. Let me pretend I'm D-Amazing for a second and put him in a pose. I taught D-Amazing everything he knows.
Drink your water.
Drink your water, everybody. Don't forget. Stay hydrated. There you go. Whoosh. There you go. You can have them dangling from a car window. I don't know. So yeah, they're just two flop. Like, I would have preferred bendy wires. Like, I'm not going to use these in my display. I've got custom-made bendy wire ones that look so much better. But yeah, you just have to grip them in. But yeah, there you go. So we just come with two of them. So you can make it. If you're displaying, you could make it look like he's swinging across. That's not like. I can see what they're attempting. They're trying to give you play value, ain't they?
It's got
I could wear it as a necklace. I could go and make a hip hop video.
But the webs don't make sense. Like, they don't fit along with things. Make friendship bracelets for your friends with Spider-Man.
There you go, Spider-Man necklace. You can do that yourself with your own. This is basically jewelry. This is a £50 Spider-Man custom Marvel Legends Spider-Man chain that I am currently modelling. That works. That does the job, right?
Thank you. We see this. Is that 50 uses for this Spider-Man Maximum? What else can you do with it?
It's running out of stock. Phone now. No, I'm joking. Okay, it's genuinely stuck to me now. Okay, I'm wearing a Spider-Man. Whoa, he's free. I'm free. There you go. There you go. So there's the spider webs. Again, I understand why they're there, but I would have preferred bendy wire. I love it. Sold. Yes, Lady Mac, we got a sale. Yes, we got a sale. Spidey necklace coming across. Spidey sperm included with every sale, by the way. Every sale, Spidey sperm. Dan Who looking gangster. I know that's going to be clipped, and I'm going to be in people's YouTube videos taking the piss. I know for a fact, but I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. So anything else anyone wants to see? Spider-Man whipping. You got that maximum drip. Yeah, maximum drip. That's funny shit. Again, I will do a full video on Saturday. Full review against the white screen. I'll do a spin around, proper comparison. But just
I want a weigh-in scale with all of the maximum Spidey and accessories.
I'm gonna send these off to the.
That's what I need.
I'm gonna send these off to the lab and get like plastic details because people are so desperate about to know what plastics are being used.
What if you get a hammer and like hammer them and see how many bits are inside?
I have never ever asked in my life before buying an action figure, what plastic is that? Do you know? That just seems. I don't know. Some people are digging for any reason to bitch and moan. But there you go. There's your free spawn.
After showing that, Dan, I don't think you need much of a reason to bitch and moan with this one.
I'm with the people on this one. I'm not saying so. Back to Will's question: is this worth 50 quid? No. I think this. When this first got revealed, me and Rich on the live stream said, I said I expected 30 to 35 pound. I thought it was a deluxe item, like the Black Widow we got was about 30 quid. Prices go up every year, annoyingly. So I thought, okay, maybe 35. I'm thinking, remember the deluxe War Machine we got, where we got War Machine packed in with all of his extra effects? So I genuinely expected this to be 35. And at that price point, I would have been a bit more comfortable with it. So 50 quid, for what it comes with, I would have wanted bendy wires, more heads. So yeah, for me, I can only speak for myself. I don't think it is worth the 50 quid. But is it the best Marvel Legends Spider-Man? I think it probably will be. Like I always say, it's about options for display. You can definitely do more with this than these two, but is it enough? Do you know what I mean? Like if these are already an 8.
I think someone in the chat earlier said, like, if you're just going to stand it on the shelf, it's worth it, and it's not. It's not in that case. If you just want a Spidey just to go on your shelf, then it's not. If you want to articulate it, do photography, maybe then you've got more use for it. But like for me personally, I'm quite glad I've skipped this one. I'm quite happy with it. No need for it. 100%.
Of course, we're all adults. Everyone can make their own purchasing decisions. Of course, we're just having a bit of fun here. But the reality is, if you are it depends on your displaying preferences. If you're into ACBA and you take pictures and you want to pose and all of that, then you'll find the benefit of this. But if you're just looking for a representation of Spider-Man for your Marvel Legends collection, then we've got plenty of adequate versions already. This is for the people that just want that bit more, because I do feel like articulation-wise, you will get more out of this guy ultimately when everything's said and done. Like the toe joints are there as well. I know some people love the bloody toe joints. Again, so I think this depends on how you collect. Like what are you after what are you after with your collectible? Is it the articulation? Is it
tits? That's what I need.
Tits, boobs. Yes, boob windows. Like he will crouch down like really low and like better posers out there than me will get this guy looking really good, for sure. But I like world building, I like accessories, I like having display options, and you get a few here, but if I was in charge of picking the accessories for this, I would have chose differently, is all I'm saying. I would have, do you know, like a camera? Do you know, like a camera with a little piece of web on it? Do you know, like, something like, do you know what I mean? Like something...
There's a lot more, I think, they could have done, especially for this price point, I think is the big thing. If this had been like a $35 Marvel Legend, then I don't think it would have got the blowback that it's got. But I think for what it is and the offering, it's just not there.
£35 that's still an expensive toy, granted, but in 2025, it is what it is. I would have been more comfortable at 35. I think, like Rich said, 35. People would have been a little bit more receptive of the Maximum series. But now people, instead of being excited about the concept, all the focus is on the price. All the focus is on the price, because I like the idea of every character coming with everything it needs. I'm
kind of interested to see what the next one is, because if it's Hulk as rumored, it's just say, well, what's that going to come with? Are they going to learn any lessons from this one, or is it already fixed in? And if it's Hulk, is it going to be more than $50? Because I think if Hulk is more than $50, then I think this line is kind of like this concept is kind of like needs to be reworked. I think
it will be. Hulk, there's no way Hulk's going to be 50, is it? No way. But look how tight you can get all the poses and stuff. Like literally, like you will, and you're going to be able to get this guy some great poses. No doubts about it. Like I like Tom, Mini Plastic Multiverse. He's one of my favourite photographers out there in the toy world. I think he'd take some amazing pictures with this and make this look worth 50 quid, if you know what I mean. But it's all camera magic. The figure's good. This will be the best Spider-Man Marvel Legend. I genuinely do think that. It's just a shame how it was packaged and how it came out.
Would you have been happier if this, like, you got rid of all the bullshit, this was just in the regular release, like, or even like a $30 figure,
none of this
without all the accessories, and
none of these
with just one head.
This ain't getting used. Yeah. These ain't getting used. I might use that with a different Spider-Man, but as I said, that wasn't necessary. Spider-Firm, they don't care for. Peter Parker head isn't great. I like this idea. I do like this idea, but I feel like it was half-assed because it isn't the interchangeable hands. Like if this was like proper, still functional hands, that would have been a nice idea. Of course, that makes sense. Don't mind that. Yeah, that can't even plug. That doesn't plug. Is there? Am I missing something? Does that plug in somewhere? Like, can I just attach it to the stand without?
In between his hands or something?
You can. I don't know. Maybe there's like I'm making like I'm basically just sticking the peg into the spider web cracks.
Oh, been there before, Dan. Been there before.
Sticking it into the spider web cracks. What a sentence I said out loud. I don't think that works. But taking all of it, like just taking away the price, how it was packaged, the accessories, just looking at it as a Spider-Man action figure, it's nice. It's nice. I like it as a Spider-Man action figure. But like, there's over 250 people here, right? So when you see the Dan who's a shill because he likes this, please back me up and be like, come on now. I have been just as critical as everybody else. The price is too high for what it is, but looking at it subjectively, just the figure, just looking at the action figure compared to previous ones, it is an upgrade in my opinion, but not a massive jump. Do you know what I mean? If these are already an 8 out of 10, this is like an 8.5.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the jump isn't crazy high, but it does have more articulation than these. Like it really does. So if these are an 8, this is an 8.5. So it is an improvement. It is a step in the right direction in regards to the figure. It was just the way it was packaged and released and the price point. Like, yeah, it's just, honestly, it's the price. That's the killer thing. That is the thing. £35, like we said, no one will be batting on. People would be excited to get this. If this was £35, we wouldn't be sat here talking about controversy. People would be excited to get this and be talking positively about it. But because of the extra price and people think that Hasbro are taking advantage of adult collectors, it stings. But yeah, there we go. And at the end of the day, 67% of our audience brought it anyway. So at the end of the day, that's what I asked. How many people will buy it? 67% of you will. And it sold out. Over 300 votes as well. So 67% of 300 votes is still hundreds of people chose to buy this out of the people that watched us this evening. So yeah, that was my first time I've done a live unboxing on a stream. Probably the last, because Rich fell asleep a few times. But it was a slow news week, so why the hell not? Why the hell not? So I have to go and get my missus from the airport, so no bonus show tonight, but I did just want to end the poll and thank everybody for joining us this evening for some Marvel Legend Toy Talk. Again, what I like about the community that we've built here, Rich, is that we can like something, we can dislike something, and we're just normal human beings about it. We're civil, we're respectful, we can chat and have a conversation. Like, I appreciate my chat, all right? That's all I'm saying. I appreciate everybody in the chat for not being a dick. Thank you so much. Again, these are toys. This is meant to be our escapism from our regular, boring 9-to-5s, etc. It's meant to be a fun, passionate hobby. I understand there is frustration, but...
If you are anywhere else in the world now, like Shaolin versus Wu-Tang says, you can now cancel your pre-order if you thought it was an event.
It's true. It's true. There you go. That's what I'm doing. The people that watch my channel, I would assume are Marvel Legends collectors. I think that's a fair assumption that people who watch my channel collect Marvel Legends. All I'm doing is giving you my perspective. But from that information, you take and make your own mind up. I am not creating any one narrative and telling you that is the way you have to think. think any way you want. You can love this, you can hate it, you can be in the middle. It's okay. It is okay. Don't let any... I just hate it when there's certain people out there make you feel bad for liking something they don't. I won't be one of those guys. Like, you can love it, hate it. I don't like. That's your prerogative. Does not affect me by any means. But I like the. I do like the figure. Craig says we could have got so much more. Web backpack, webbed camera, battle damaged head, loose mask. As for the price, it is high for it compared to what I spent on the Joe. At the same price, I get more. Yeah, for sure. That's always been a criticism, to be fair. But again, G.I. Joe, Hasbro own G.I. Joe. Does that mean they can do more? Is it to do with licensing? Again, these are all conversations that people talk about, but the reality is we don't have all the information to make fair assumptions. But I 100% get your point. You're convincing me to cancel mine, Dan. So look, again, take the information away. I will do a full review on Saturday against the white screen, more close up in detail. I just wanted to give you my initial impressions. Alexi says, happy birthday, Amanda. Yes, it is Amanda's birthday tomorrow, so got to pick her up. I only wanted the figure, not the accessories, so that's my dilemma. Yeah, that is the frustration thing. I would buy this figure without the accessories. Just give me the figure and the hands. I don't even need the interchangeable heads. Just give me the Spider-Man and then the appropriate Spider-Man hands and cut down the price. But it's annoying because the community have been asking for characters packed with accessories, and they finally give it us, and now we're bitching about it. So it's like we're part of the problem as well. Like, the community have to be self-aware that, like, we're asking for stuff, they give it us, but then we don't like the price, so we're like, change it again. Like, it's impossible. You're never going to please everybody. I do feel for certain people. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking to cancel my pre-order too. Okay, there you go. So I'm still going to get called a shill anyway, even though I'm encouraging people to make their own purchasing decisions. Okay, so Rich, thank you very much for indulging me and keeping me company for that.
No problem, Dan.
Next time I'll extend your annual leave for 2 weeks, so you'll be okay. Tell the good people where they can find you online.
You can find me at Displayed Ones or in cocktail bars up and down the Welsh coast. That's where I'll be.
Yeah, he's got £50 to spend now. He's got £50.
Hey! 2 for 1 cocktail, I get 6 for that.
Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday. So Legend of Liquor, by the way, is Sunday. So no after show tonight, no after show, but Legend of Liquor is Sunday. Sunday the 23rd. So if you are a channel member at the Members Club tier, that's the second tier, Members Club tier, hit me up on Instagram right after this show and I will add your name to the list. Please message me before Sunday. And also remember the time difference, slightly different. Remember the US guys are an hour ahead. So it's an hour ahead of what it usually is, all right? But full 2 groups as usual, talking pickups, toy news, all of that good stuff. I will see you Sunday. I'll be back on Saturday for a full review of this. And keep an eye on my Marvellous March. Dwight Stall did say they may have already started making some of my Marvellous March suggestions. And I've still got about 10 to go. So me and Rich will recap my whole Marvellous March at the end of the month. And you can tell me if I did a good job or not. But yeah, keep an eye out for my Marvellous March. Today's one is... It's another X-Men themed one. I should have planned my schedule a little bit better. I've got 2 X-Men ones in a row, but it's fine. We're allowed it.
Go and watch the Shana one, because you two we shadow banning the tits. It's only got like 400 views.
Yeah,
watch the Shana.
It got demonetized. It got like I make no money on my shorts anyway, so it didn't bother me. But yeah, they restricted it in certain regions because of boobs.
Because of boobs.
Yeah, so that's why like it's got less views than the others, because YouTube are genuinely restricting it. But yeah, it's what it is. Tyler says Barramundo was in the first week. He was in the first week. And Mandarin, of course Mandarin's going to be on the list, all right? Just be patient, all right? I'll see you on Sunday, people. Thank you so much. Thank you to Rich. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Spend your money on anything you want. Marvel Legends, cocktails, whatever you prefer. Bye-bye. I will make sure that once I have filmed my review, I put it here, all right? Right there. On Saturday, so give it a couple of days.
Not yet, Rush.
Not yet, Rush. Calm down, Rush. Nothing's there yet. On Saturday, I'll put the review there. Something else will go there. Check out my Marvellous March, and I will see you next week.